welcome to Brenda's Bonkers. Today we're going to talk about my dogs. Yes, my dogs. None of them are service dogs, but they do things for me, and I'll explain that. Um, when I got my first dog, Ralph, I just got out of partial psychiatric hospitalization, and he was going to be my service dog. He was maybe 6 or 8 weeks old when we got him. He's now passed on. He made it to 15 years old, and then he passed on back in October of last year. But he was going to be my service dog, and I took him to training, and he did okay in regular puppy classes. But then when he started doing the service dog training, he just couldn't stay focused. And in order to be a service dog, he has to do 3 tasks, and it just was a lot, and he wasn't able to do that. So the things that he did do, he would apply pressure to me. He'd lay on my chest if I was anxious or nervous, or he'd climb up on me and put pressure on me. And back then I was only diagnosed with generalized anxiety. So that was one thing. Another thing was he would keep track of the kids for me. Like when I had when my kids were babies, he would let me know that they were up or that type of stuff. For the most part, he was pretty much a companion animal that took care of me. Another thing that he did was he was really big on the bathroom. That was Ralph's domain. He liked the bathroom a lot. And so whenever I would take a shower, he would be in the bathroom with me, and he liked having the door shut with me in there. He'd just lay down and make sure nothing happened to me, and I felt comfortable taking showers with him. That was probably one of the biggest things that he did for me. And I miss that now. Now I have to have my PCA or my husband or my daughter sit in the bathroom while I take a shower. So that's one of the things I miss about him. But when he was getting, I don't know, maybe about 6 years old or so, we got Papa's. Now, Papa's was supposed to replace Ralph as a service dog, since Ralph wasn't able to be a service dog. And Papa's was scared. He was very scared and fearful of everything and everyone. He still is. And he's getting better at that. But he's 9 years old now. And he just couldn't go through the training. So he wasn't a very good service dog for me. Or at least I thought. Now, what does Papa's do for me? First of all, he sleeps next to me every night. And he's very calm and warm. It's really nice during winter to have that body warmth. Not so much during the summertime, it gets hot. But as long as he's calm and relaxed, I know everything's safe and I can sleep. Another thing that he does is he barks for everything. So if the phone rings, he'll come up to me and bark and tell me the phone rings, and he'll lead me to the telephone. Or if my med machine beeps, he'll come and get me and bark at me and have me follow him to the med machine and make sure I take my meds. If someone leaves the house, he barks. If someone comes into the house, he barks. He barks all the time, and which is kind of annoying, especially for the kids. They get annoyed by him barking, and then he always gets so excited. or if somebody comes to the door, but it lets me know that that person is real. So he makes sure that I pay attention to things and snap out of it and take my meds. He makes sure that I know when somebody is real or not. Because I do see people every once in a while, and that differentiates if they're real or not. If Papa's is barking, it's a real person. I don't see hallucinations that often. It's very rare now, especially since I'm on my antipsychotic. But that's one thing that he does for me. Another thing that he does is during the day, if I take a bath and I leave the door open, he'll come into the bathroom and and want me to pet him and stuff while I'm taking a bath. So I know that I'm safe, and the doors are locked and everything. I just know that I'm safe because he'd be barking and be all upset. So that's another thing that he does for me. So since he didn't work out, about a year after we got him, because he is 9 now, and we got Gretchen. Gretchen's 8 years old. When we got Gretchen, she was going to be my service dog, but she wanted nothing to do with that. She actually can be trained pretty well. She knows how to sit, and she knows how to lay down, she knows how to give paw. For the most part, she was pretty easy to train. Just she was not interested in me at all. She is interested in my husband. It's my husband's dog. Let's make that very clear. Gretchen is his dog. She waits by the door for him. She sleeps on his pillow. She follows him around. The only thing she does with me is if I'm eating, she'll beg for food. But that's the only time that I see her, really. So we only in the city are allowed to have 3 dogs. So we had our 3 dogs. And then my adult daughter had a dog, Ruby. And it was either she lost her apartment or she had to get rid of the dog. So we took Ruby, even though it was illegal for us to have. And we had Ruby. Ruby doesn't do much. She lays here. I don't know if you can see her. She's right there. Oh, I guess that's Gretchen. Where's Ruby? There's Ruby. Ruby's right there. Right there. See Ruby? Ruby sits on the couch. She doesn't bark. She's really laid back. She's the only one that the people can come in and out of the house, and she doesn't react to them. She doesn't follow them. She's pretty laid back, and she just lays there. So now that Ralph has passed, we only have the 3 dogs. But they're getting older in age, and I don't think Ruby's into being a service animal at all. She's just happy to be there. She's friends with Gretchen, and Gretchen's right there. They're pals. They follow each other around. They play with each other. They do something strange. Gretchen will go outside to pee, and Ruby will pee in the exact same spot. So Ruby really likes Gretchen, but she really doesn't have anything to do with the rest of us in the family. So that's about it for my dogs. Like I said, they do stuff for me. They aren't service dogs. They're more companion dogs. But they do have some, or at least Papa's has some jobs to do. And Ralph had some jobs to do too. but it's well worth having a animal to help you out and be there for you. So thank you. Like and subscribe. Have a good day.